All right, as I was saying,
TV tropes.
yes. All right, let me explain the way the difficulty curves work like this. Okay, Portal 1 is a short game with exactly one difficulty curve. There's a tutorial phase. There's a phase where the puzzle challenge level picks up, and then there's the ending where things get a bit confusing and hard because the structure is a bit unclear. What you have in Portal 2 is actually a series of smaller difficulty curves that never actually get much harder than the one before them. You have a tutorial phase, you have a set of puzzles in which the things you learned are, brought back in more complicated ways. Then you have another tutorial phase where you're learning new puzzle mechanics like the latest Chell or whatever. And then you have another set of puzzles that complicates that. Lather, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree as well. In clarification, it's impossible to catch him.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can hold on to him as long as you try, as long as you're underneath him, but you can't actually catch him.
Catch him, no.
Let's go on one this time.
Are you going to try to stop him from falling?
See, it's impossible to catch him.
You can keep him up there for quite a long time, but nothing will happen until he hits the floor.
Well, you can't like grab him with the gun.
No, he's programmed to not be able to catch.
And that gets brought up later on too.
Don't blame me. Blame Valve. They thought it was funny. I had no say at all. You can shoot a portal into the wall and spy on him through another portal.
While your back was turned. Pick me up. Let's get out of here. And off we go.
I do like the Wheatley puppet, though.
If you leave Wheatley on the floor after that, he does keep going on for quite a little while. Like, you can pick me up now.
I get it. I'm saying I love Wheatley so much. He's a fucking chatterbox.
Yeah,
we're not jumping.
I really need to make myself one of those Wheatley puppets that they have.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm throwing my money at the screen, but nothing's happening. But if you isolate all of Wheatley's quotes in the game, it comes to like 50 minutes of commentary. It's like, god damn.
And every line a nugget of gold.
Yeah.
If
Every
you
line
let
in this game
Wheatley
is a
keep
nugget
on
of gold.
talking and he runs out of
Wheatley's
dialogue, does he ever repeat stuff or does he just stop?
I think he just stops.
He just stops.
We're gonna have to go through her.
Okay.
All right, I'm a bit of a stickler for consistency in landscapes and stuff between games, and it bugs me that although we're supposed to be in an area that's familiar, a lot of it has been reconstructed since we went through here in Portal 1. Mostly to make it look more high-tech. For example, the elevators and the doors.
That's a minor nitpick, dude.
There are
Well,
also walls.
at the same time, though, GLaDOS looks nothing like she did in the first Portal game.
Well,
Yeah.
that's an improvement as far as I'm concerned. 'Cause she looked like shit in the first game. Not to mention she had no animations at all.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I think that just has more to do with this game having a budget now.
Yeah.
The personality cores too look a lot more high tech, but as Wheatley here is currently demonstrating, that too is an improvement.
It's like he's very expressive for a robot.
Ooh.
You mean
Look
he's,
at all the buttons.
he's
Must
like
press.
Alright, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else.
I love how this thing has like so many levers, and then it has this massive mechanism on the bottom of it designed to flip them all up for you. Did I just spoil the punchline?
Yes.
I did. Oh well. What was the purpose of that last subtitle there? What was that, like a full like?
Well, like the
That
first game.
was like 10 lines of dialogue in one subtitle.
Well, like the first game, I actually think the subtitles are the actual script because Wheatley's
There are a few times he's not saying what's actually.
he's not saying what's on the subtitles. It's completely, which makes me think that Stephen Merchant was given a lot of room to work with.
Makes it go faster.
Well, when it comes to acting, if you give
There's
the
always
actors some
some
room
level
for
of that.
improv,
Right, stop panicking.
yeah.
Alright, you know what? I love this scene.
Oh, there's a pass.
I love it like a bundle of kittens. GLaDOS' revival.
I just love Wheatley's attempt of hacking a password.
Hey.
Try every single letter of the alphabet until he gets it right.
C.
Wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these down.
And while he's doing that, this really foreboding resurrection sequence is happening. Right behind him.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead.
You know, he had an extra line in the in one of the pre-release versions.
Yeah.
At one point,
It was
he
like,
said, "I think she likes you."
She likes you, yeah.
I don't know why they took that out. It was a nice. It was a good line.
You said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences.
I'm still trying to figure out how Wheatley survived that.
She didn't pinch incredibly hard.
Yeah. I do like what they did with her voice. So since you know she's the villain from the get-go, they kept more of her human actress's human voice.
So is her seductress voice her default voice now?
Oh, here's the thing. At the end of the last game, we torched all of her limiter cores. So she is the GLaDOS that we fought at the end of the last game with none of her cores. You know, she got steadily more evil sounding as that fight went on. As she starts out like that, except she's not broken anymore.
Yeah.
Falling. Dramatic falling.
We should have face planted right there, but
So-
never mind.
Essentially, what we're going to be putting up with for the next third of the game is the GLaDOS that was the reason all those cores were installed. It's not the same GLaDOS we were listening to for the
Most
entire-
supportable one.
Yes, that. Don't know why that one tripped me up. We're at the bottom of the incinerator, by the way. You know, where we received our cake. I'm not sure I feel comfortable using this particular portal gun, you know. It was just sparking a few seconds ago. It has a miniature black hole on the inside, too. This
Well,
can't-
they all work with all of Aperture Science's devices are designed to work with only 1.1 volts of power.
It has a miniature black hole on the bottom, and we dug it up from under half a ton of collapsed garbage.
This
This
can
is
work
like-
well.
This is like asking for a space-time rift to explode in your hand, dude. This is something that I want to bring up earlier, but I forgot to. Everything in this game looks a lot more dilapidated, including the portal gun itself. It is a lot more scuffed up than the one you were carrying in the first game.
Well, it has been 200 years or whatever.
You know what? This is a really useful change to the portal gun too. The light on the on the top there tells you what portal you last shot out.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't notice that either.
It's actually really helpful because one of the most common mistakes that you make in Portal is firing off the portal you just shot out,
Yeah,
thereby
and
screwing up.
and that's happened to me a lot.
Yeah, so there's a little courtesy light there on the portal that tells
Nice
you.
that they had explained that.
Yeah, but it's the more you know.
Oh, it took me about 20 seconds to figure that out once I got the dual portal gun.
I didn't.
And you're just an unobservant little fuck nugget. That's all.
Maybe you're an over-observant little fuck nugget.
Cold boot.
Snap.
I love how we walk into one of the old.
Sarcasm test is back
We
online.
walk into one of the first tutorial puzzles from the first game, and the puzzle elements rearrange themselves into new elements so that they can teach us about the puzzle elements that are replacing the puzzle elements in the first game. Instead of the slow-ass floating balls, we have these lasers.
Not bad.
Oh,
Honestly,
you
I
clever
like
people, Val.
I like the lasers more.
Me too.
Another thing I want to call attention to that I found like a quiet source of humor throughout the game, throughout this part of the game, all the stuff floating around in the elevator tubes.
I like those little animations of the stick people at the beginning and ends of each level.
It's also
Yeah.
the only time in the game you'll actually see the supersized turrets. You know, those massive fucking turrets that never actually show up in game.
I think they show up once in game if you get to a certain hidden area.
Do they shoot at you?
No,
No, they just sing opera.
Count.
they do that thing the turrets do at the end of the game.
Well, then it doesn't count if it's not shooting at you. I mean, God.
Actually, if what you just saw right there was Wheatley poking out of the wall right there for a second,
Yeah.
it is possible to get to that area and take him out of the wall, which glitches up the game.
What happened? Does the game freeze?
Well, you can't really
do anything with him.
You're not supposed to be able to get there that fast and grab Wheatley.
But sequence breakers have figured out the way.
Yeah.
So is it just him and he doesn't say anything or do anything?
Well, the purpose of Wheatley popping his head into the test chamber
is to let you know he's still alive.
It's to let you know that he's still there. It's building up to his great escape? Question mark.
Yeah. Alright, this is me having an absolute
brain
mind
fart.
at the moment. Yeah.
Brain fart.
Johnny, the door's open. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Now the stairs are up, but he has to get the cube to the top.
I gotta get the cube to the top.
Shoot a portal, and then walk through the other portal.
I'm just realizing that now, Ted.
Now you're thinking with iJustine. This is kind of what iJustine playing the game looks like, hopping around like a maniac and just completely fucking everything up every time you push a button.
Did she beat it?
I don't know.
You know what? I never bothered to check.
Let's just say after the part, I didn't watch any more.
Oh, just go down there and pick it up and go through the portal.
I'm surprised you didn't chop your leg off. Oh, there we go.
Lasers.
Actually, how long do you have to be standing in the laser for it to kill you?
If you're just tapping it won't do anything, and you get healed back pretty quickly. But standing in front of it kills you pretty quick.
I love how gravity just sort of gets a giant headache whenever you try to go through two different portals that are both on the ground. You're just sort of floating in the middle.
Well, it's kind of like a double-edged trampoline, really.
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated
Jesus Christ.
You know, schoolyard bullies around the world could take lessons from this chick.
Didn't somebody complain on Fox News about?
Oh, that was about the
adoption quip.
The adoption quip, yes. And you know what? Throughout the entire episode, the child who was supposedly so offended by this looked so
completely unoffended by it.
Serenely unconcerned.
No, what I love the most about it though is, okay, so adoption is wrong, but the fatty remark is a-okay.
Yeah, you know what? The fatty line happened during the footage they quoted. It's like the adoption quip is wrong, but making fun of fatties is a-okay. Yeah, that would have been a.
Thank you, concerned parents of America.
This is rated E10 plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure a 10-year-old can deal with adoption quips.
Well, not all.
10-year-olds can deal with adoption quips. The problem was that this particular 10-year-old was adopted, and they thought they just got a little overly concerned about her sensitivity.
Even though she seemed to be perfectly fine with it.
Here's the rub, and I did a long-winded rant on Facebook about this, but the rub is, okay, it's not rated for non-adopted kids only. All right, it's rated for 10-year-olds and up. All right, regardless of whether or not their parents are their biological parents or not. Okay, I think most people would agree that by the time you're 10 years old, a bit of black humor about adoption, provided it's not especially vulgar, is within your range of comprehension. That it will not
Besides,
scar
the thing
you.
is, it's the villain talking about it. You're not supposed to agree with her.
Yeah.
It's like they're the villains. They're supposed to say mean things.
Come on, you did not just do that. You're trying to redirect the laser, and you shoot the portal right in front of you, so the laser slices your ankles out underneath your feet the moment the portal opens.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Oh, hello.
Hello, Cubie.
No, it's not the Cubie. It's just another cube. One of the many, many fish in the sea that you don't give a shit about because only the cube, Only the first cube matters.
Yep.
That one very special cube you fell in love with, all those years ago.
You're awfully romantic today, aren't you, Lewis?
Well, it is for QB.
I'm feeling sentimental.
But sadly, we had to put him in the incinerator.
I guess you are.
Don't remind me, damn it.
Well, come on. There's hope. I mean, the fucking cubes are laser-proof. Why wouldn't they be fireproof?
Poor Biffalo the Third is dead and gone.
Cry.
Wait, was Biffalo the Third the companion cube or the baby Metroid?
The companion cube. Biffalo
No.
was
The
Biffalo the
companion
First.
cube. Biffalo the second. Biffalo the
Biffalo
first was the
the
Metroid. Biffalo the second was a pet rock, and Biffalo the third was the companion cube.
We still haven't found a
Who for
fourth
some
yet.
reason had a pirate
Yeah, well,
accent.
just so you're aware, I named a Biffalo the Fifth behind your back. He's a Mabari Warhound in Dragon Age 2. So the next Biffalo is the sixth.
What about the fourth?
He died trying to, steal away a demon fox.
He died during conception. Poor Biffalo the fourth.
Yeah, you see, he was riding a giant toad trying to save a village from a nine-tailed demon fox, and he got this
How's that
massive
Naruto, by the way?
Oh, god damn it, another Naruto reference.
Except, the giant toad hopped a bit too violently, and he died of whiplash. So, the whole saving the village thing didn't quite work out.
Fuck you, man, you made me spit my soda out.
Now I can imagine a companion cube riding a giant frog.
Sometimes it pays to have a Naruto fan on board, doesn't it, guys?
That's almost as amusing as Darkseid chilling on the Kent family couch watching daytime TV.
Oh, shit.